Today, I'm going to hammer in some of the details around making better decisions for your clients on renovation loans. Let's screw in some of the details. I am excited to share on Local Real Estate today that we have a great product called the Renovation loan or Rehab loan. FHA is one of the providers of those loans, and they do a great job of giving a buyer the ability to get those improvements completed and give them time to do that. You can do this in a purchase or refinance, but today we're going to talk about the purchase loan. On a purchase loan, you're going to see that you're able to do a renovation loan and get a good budget and scope of work identified within about 30 days. I'll give you my personal experience. Back in 2012, I was able to buy a 2-unit property that needed some major work. The bank had lowered the price. It was an REO at the time or short sale. They lowered the price to a point where someone needed to come in and do major renovations, and it did not qualify for conventional financing. So that's where I stepped in with my 203K loan. I was able to have a contractor come out and walk the property to give me an estimated bid of all the work I needed to do, all the work I wanted to do, and all of the dream goals I had of improving the property. Once I had that budget, I was able to go to a HUD consultant, which is a third-party consultant that evaluates my bid at a retail value to make sure that the improvements I'm looking to do can be done within that bid. After that step's done, that bid and consultant review goes to the appraiser. The appraiser then evaluates the property in an as-is format and a future value format. So you, as a great real estate professional, could be helping your client and advising them on getting a bid, a HUD inspection, and being able to see what those future value improvements could do to their overall wealth strategy. I love this approach because it's almost like getting a larger inspection that you would normally get, but getting a detailed bid. Is we like to use a format known as a draw request 203K inspection form. This has 36 total line items to evaluate when you're looking at a project. Everything from doors to paint, to trim, to stairs, to heating, electrical, roof, shutters, masonry, siding. This is a great and free tool that you can have for your clients that allow them to evaluate a property they're looking to buy. A lot of times, buying a property today is in a very good location, but needs some improvements. So what we can do is look at those improvements we need to do on a spreadsheet, give this then to a contractor and an advisor from HUD that will allow us to make sure the improvements we're doing make sense. This form, again, is free. It's on HUD.gov. Is the best site for anything related to government loans. You can see on the right-hand corner up here on the right, I typed in 203K. And from there, I was able to add some other things around this product. So renovation loans are a great tool. It's a great way to stay in front of the ability to borrow money and make sure you're doing it in a way that allows you to feel comfortable that you are able to evaluate either a renovation loan or rehab loan on a current property or on a purchase. It does have to be a primary residence. It does have to be owner occupied. And we do follow the conforming loan limits where that property is in the county. So for example, where I live in Santa Cruz County, California, those limits are upwards of $1.25 million for a 1-unit property. So it's a really good tool to look at. You can also look at ADU financing. You can look at granny units. You can look at doing improvements, adding square footage, using it as a mixed-use property as long as it has an owner-occupied element of 50% or more. You can even get solar or EEM loans, which are known as energy-efficient mortgages, added to the loan. It's a great tool to look at if you're going to be helping a buyer decide if they want to buy a home that is perfect or a home that needs some help in TLC. Thanks for your time today on Local Real Estate Today. Please like and subscribe and follow us. I hope I was able to give you some good details around hammering in some more facts about making good decisions for your clients and letting them know that a renovation loan does not necessarily take more time, but it allows them to feel comfortable that they're making a great decision around real estate. And you can be the rock star agent you are, helping them make a good decision, see value and equity, and make their dreams come true.